In this tutorial series, we are creating this website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Now in this video, I'll show you how to design this Explore the Portfolio and this footer. So let's get started. Right here, I'm in my source code. Let's go to the HTML file and let's go outside this performance section. And let's create a section with an ID of portfolio. And let's add this inside the container division because we need to have a max width. And let's create an h2 and let's type explore the portfolio. And then we need to have this text, so I'll just copy this. And let's create a paragraph. Let's paste it over here. And now we need to have these two buttons. So for the buttons, let's create a division with a class of btn container. And let's add the anchor tag for the button. And let's give it a class of btn. And for the first button, let's type listen to the music. And let's duplicate this. And for the second button, let's type contact for collaborations. And the second button has a different styling, so we have already added the styles in our CSS. So let's add this light class over here. And now here we can see we have these two buttons and they are styled correctly. Let's go back to our source code and let's add the footer. And here also we'll create the container division. And in this container division we need to have the h2 and here let's type get in touch. And let's create a paragraph and let's copy this. And let's paste it over here. And now we need to have these three different divisions. So let's create a division with the class of address for that. And in that we will have a division with the class of email. And in that we need to have this symbol. So for the symbol, let's create a division with the class of icon. And let's get the icon from heroicons.com. So here I'm in heroicons.com and let's search for email and let's get the icon from here. So let's copy this icon over here. So let's click on copy SVG and let's paste it inside this icon division. And let's go outside the icon division and let's create a division with the class of label. And here let's type email. And here let's create another division with the class of value. And here let's add the email. So let's type info@email.com. So now if you go back, here we can see that we have the logo, email and the email displayed over here. I need to do the same for the other two divisions. So I'll just copy this email division from here and duplicate it 2 more times. And for the second one, let's go ahead and change this to phone. Let's add a phone number over here. And for the phone, let's go ahead and get an icon over here. So let's tap phone. Let's copy this icon from here. Let's click on copy SVG. And let's paste it over here inside the icon division. And then we have the address. So let's tap office over here. And let's copy this text. So we need to have this text as well. So let's copy this and we need to add it after this label. So let's create a division with the class of info and let's add the text over here. I'll just copy this and do the same for email and phone as well. Right now for the office, let's set the value to this address. So let's copy this and let's add the address over here. So with that, we have completed the HTML of the footer. Now let's go ahead and style all of them. So let's go to the style.css file and let's create a comment. Let's type portfolio. And first of all, we need to bring all of this to the center. So let's type #portfolio, text align to the center. Right now, let's add some margin top to these buttons. So let's type portfolio. And we have this division with the class of btn container. So we have this division over here. So let's type btn container. And let's add a margin of 30 pixels top and bottom, 0 for left and right. Let's set the display to flex, gap of 30 pixels, and justify content to center. So now we can see that we have everything displayed correctly. Alright, now let's style this footer. So for the footer, let's go ahead and create a comment. I'll just tap footer, and let's tap footer over here, and we need to add a background color for the footer. And let's set the background color to var accent color, and let's add a padding of 30 pixels top and bottom, 0 for left and right for the footer. Now let's change the size of these icons. So let's type footer, and we have it inside the icon division. We have the SVG. So let's set the height to 40 pixels. Now we need to bring all these elements one next to the other. So let's go ahead and target the container, which is this division with the class of address. So let's tap address over here, and let's set the display to flex. Align items to the center, justify content to space between, and let's add a gap of 30 pixels. And for this content, we need to have a line height. So it is inside this email division. So we have the same email division for all these content because we have the same styling. So let's go ahead and type footer email, and let's set the line height to 1.8. And let's set the display to flex direction to column, and let's add a gap of 20 pixels. Right now, let's go ahead and set the font weight of these values to bold. So let's tap footer, and we have a division with the class of value. So let's set the font weight to bold. And with that, we have styled our footer. So that's basically it for this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comments below. And if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.